set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticisms. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And it's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh 7 downs. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Rams.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
You don't see too many quarterbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
Bennett now to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. It's caught here by Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 14. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. A first down carry for Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Here we go now on first and goal.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front and create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get
touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. Down to the 22-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out of here and take off.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Henry up the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. Mitchell will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's a an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. They'll get two on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw, rush. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break. One tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now it's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And they'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Jackson going to keep it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's caught. Mitchell. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. It's Luke for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Rams first down.
Looking to throw here. Bennett. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Bennett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to the air yet again. Bennett will try and do this himself. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First down, Rams.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. 19, Tiger, 19.
To throw is Bennett. That's complete. Jordan. Yeah, the ball is knocked out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Bennett looking to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 21-0 lead already, man, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
On the pickup. It's 2nd.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a give to Henry. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Previous play is under review.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And this one incomplete. Too much. Contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They'll run it again with Henry. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And Bennett will look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Bennett. That one taken in by Whittington. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Let's go now. 19, truck, go.
Bennett now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Sticking to the aerial attack, here's Bennett. That is caught inside the 5. And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Corum will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hunter is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they are trusting with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fighting down inside the 25. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
1st down.
Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bennett looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. They give him 14 yards that time and a flat shut of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Bennett here out of the shotgun. No, ball, that ball. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's second and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Hey, Alpha, tonight.
First and 10 at the 36.
Play action. It's Jackson. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter.
Here we go.
Bennett now to throw. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To the right side, this is Corum. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Bennett. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And his throw here is incomplete.
he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking to put a drive together. From the shotgun, here's Bennett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. There goes Green. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like... And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the deep.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Luke now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down and 3.
Here we go. 60.
Bennett working from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Forbes on the coverage.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
First and 10 at the 11. Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.